Hey there and welcome to your practice. My name is Toby and today we have a session in front of us that will move a bit slower. So we will try to move in slow motion and we try to build control and strength through that. So we're not rushing through the movements we're doing. We try to slow them down and maybe hold poses for a bit longer. This will work our muscles in a different way and you definitely will feel that. Try to hold as long as you can. If you need to take a break, take breaks. That's totally fine. Let's start seated. Maybe find a seat on your heels and knees on the ground. Upright your spine. Let your weaker hand land in your stronger hand. Close your eyes. And I want you to exhale completely. Full inhale into the belly, into the chest. Open your mouth, side out. Big inhale into the belly, into the chest. Open mouth, side out. One more time, big inhale into the belly, into the chest. And inside out. Find your normal breathing pattern again. And then blink open your eyes. Try to stay seated on your heels if you can. If you need to come off the knees or lean forward a bit more, feel free to do that as well. Fingers come into one another or your hands grip into one another. You build a big fist, you push the palms into one another, and then just draw big and controlled circles. Really try to push the palms together. Big controlled circles. And into the other direction. And then release that, shake out the hands. Let your fingertips land behind you, maybe even behind your feet. Roll your shoulders back. Chest pulls forward a bit. And then push the backs of the feet into the ground. Glutes are active and then push the hips forward slightly. Doesn't need to be a lot. Can be just a little slight lift. And then sit it back down. Push it up and forward. Maybe a bit higher if you can. And then sit it back down. 3 more like this. Push it forward. Sit it down. Push it forward. Always slow and controlled. Sit it back down. Last one. And then sit it back down. Lean forward. Palms land in front of you. Try to push the toes into the ground. Really dig the toes into the ground. Place your fingertips in front of you, or if you can, even the palm. From here, arch out your spine so gaze goes up, shoulders roll back. You try to roll your pelvis up to the ceiling. And then you round your spine. Really pull the shoulder blades apart, tuck the pelvis in, chin to chest. Inhale up again. Exhale down. It's basically cat-cow, just in a different variation. Inhale up and forward, arch out your spine. Exhale, round your spine. Inhale up. Exhale down. And then find middle again. Come up, find a tall spine. Maybe you feel already a bit taller. Try to lean back. Pick your knees off the ground. Float on your toes. Maybe your toes already feel a bit tense, but stay here for a moment. Try to find balance. Always feel free to use your fingertips on the ground. If you can, pull the knees up higher. And then let the bum float from your heels just for a moment. Activate the legs. Hold here. And then sit it back down. Let the heels drop to the ground. Find your forward fold. Legs can be still bent as much as you want to. Then roll your spine up. Up, 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 up. Inhale, arms up to the sky. Exhale, hands to your heart. Come onto the toes. Sit back down to the heels, slow and controlled. Knees are popping, and we are sitting down to the heels. Let the knees land slowly in front of you. From here, Push the hips forward, glutes are active. Reach your hands up and above, gaze follows the hands. Exhale, center yourself, sit back to the heels. Pick your knees off the ground with or without the hands, float them. Then float your bum from your heels again. Find active legs. Let your bum land again. Drop the heels, forward fold. Roll up the spine. Inhale, arms up to the sky. Exhale, hands to your heart. Come onto the toes. Sit back down to the heels. Drop the knees to the floor in front of you. Push the hips forward. Glutes active. Inhale, arms up to the sky. Reach up and above you. Exhale, hands to your heart. Sit back to the heels. One more round. Pick the knees up. Bring in some control. Let the bum float from the heels just for a moment. And let it land. Let the heels then forward fold. Roll up your spine. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Come onto the toes. Sit back down to the heels. Take your time on your way down. Knees land, with control in slow motion in front of you. Maybe you keep them floating for a moment above the ground. And then let them land. Push the hips forward. Glutes active, arms reach up and above. Exhale, hands to your heart, sit back down to the heels. Lean forward, hands land. If you want, tap out the feet. And then let the hands land, fingertips grip the ground, step back into a plank pose. Try to pull the shoulder blades apart. External rotation of the arms, so elbow spins back. Glutes are active. You roll your pelvis back. You pull your belly button in and we hold, very active, the plank pose. So your legs are also active. You try to push the ground away. Don't be here in your shoulders. Try to pull the shoulder blades apart and push yourself out of the shoulders. Just for a moment. Keep on breathing in and out through the nose. Let the heels drop to the ground. Let the toes be still digging into the ground. Shift back to the heels. Find a long back, long arms. And then from here, just float the knees, but try to stay low. Knees are floating. You push the ground away on your toes. Hold and breathe. And then straighten the legs out. Find your first downward facing dog of this practice. If you want, pedal out the legs. Work yourself into your down dog. Also here, push out of the shoulders. External rotation of the arms. Shoulder blades pull apart. Long back. And then slowly roll forward. Take your time on the way forward. Remember, we want to move slow and controlled. If you're in the plank pose, hold it again. Shoulder blades pull apart, pelvis rolls back, try to tuck it in. Glutes are active as well. Belly button pulls in. I said that before, but still important. And keep on breathing. Let the knees sink to the ground, but don't touch the ground. Don't touch the ground. Maybe just slightly. Maybe the hairs on the knees are slightly touching the ground if you have hairs on your knees. Stay here for a moment. Try to be engaged in your core. And then shift back to the heels. Knees still float. Knees still float. Shift as much back as you can. And then straighten the legs out. Downward facing dog. One more time, just like this. Roll forward. Slow and controlled into your downward facing dog. Into your plank pose. And let the knees sink down again. Keep them floating. Be active in your core. Try to pull the belly button in. Shift back to the heels, slow and control. This time, let the knees land. Let the forearms land. Pull yourself forward and up, close to the mat, and find your upward facing dog. Pay attention that your shoulders are on your back when you push out of the shoulders. Stay here for a moment. Bags of the feet are pushing into the ground. Maybe your knees are even floating. Take a moment here. Let your hips land. Sink down, find locust pose right away. Hands pull back, shoulder blades together, glutes are active, legs are floating as well. Just for a moment. Keep on breathing. Lift the chest up just slightly higher. And let your hands land again. Let the bags of the feet land again. And come back into your upward facing dog, maybe a bit more active. Knees land again, shift back to your heels. Forearms land on the ground. Arms or the forearms are parallel to the ground. Hands pushing to the ground. You try to keep them shoulder width apart and then tuck the toes in again. Shift the hips up and back into your dolphin pose. Find a long back here as well. Try to push the ground away. If you can, try to push the chest through. And from here, we try to shift our weight forward, touch the space in between the thumbs with our nose. And then shift back. Shift forward, touch the ground. Shift back. Forward. And back, slow and controlled. Forward. And back. Last time. Shift it back. Let the heels land. Let the feet land. Sit back to the heels. Find an upright spine. Clasp the hands behind your back. Build a big fist again. Pull the fist down to the ground. Roll the shoulders back. Chest up to the sky. Take to it and exhale. See. Then slowly release. Let the hands sink back to the ground. We find a plank pose again. Lift the right hand off the ground. Flip the hand so a bit the fingertips are pointing more to the long side of the mat, and then place the hand down again. Roll to the outside of the right foot. Stack the feet. Find your side plank pose. Push yourself out of the right arm. Let the right shoulder be more on your back. Left hip is pulling up. Hips are pushing forward. Pull left knee in. And as slow and as controlled as you can, you try to step forward to the front of the mat. Maybe the left big toe lands first, and then the rest of the foot. And then you face forward, rise up, land, and then high lunge. Slow and controlled, you tap the right knee to the ground. And then you just straighten the right leg. You try to stay as low as you can. You straighten the right leg. Tap it. Straighten. Tap it. Straighten. Last one, tap it. And then straight. Pull your hands to your heart. Shift your chest forward. Also, again, slow and controlled. We want to shift forward. We don't want to jump into it. Shift, shift, shift. Left knee is bent. Gaze, chest pulls forward. Crouching warrior. We try to be almost parallel with the upper body to the ground. We almost try to be parallel with the right leg to the ground. Try to roll your shoulders back. Bend the left leg a bit more. And stay here for another 3 breaths. Hands to the ground, right foot steps back, left leg pulls up to the sky. Gaze forward, slow motion movement forward. We try to pull ourselves close to the ground. And then up into an upward facing dog. We roll back into our plank pose. Lift the left hand, turn it around a bit so the fingertips are pointing more to the long side of the mat. Come onto the outside of the left foot. Stack your feet, right arm up to the sky. Take a moment here, find your side plank. Push yourself out of the left shoulder this time. Active core. Slow breath. Right knee pulls in. Slow and controlled step to the front of the mat. Take your time with it. Right foot lands. You rise up. High lunge. Left knee lands on the ground very softly. And then you just straighten the left leg out. Let the left knee land. Straighten it out. Knee lands. Straighten. Last time knee lands. Straight. Hands to your heart. Shift your chest forward. Pull yourself into crouching warrior. Right leg stays bent. Roll your shoulders back. Roll the left hip down slightly. Be active and engaged in your right leg. Keep on breathing here. Just 3 more breaths. Let the hands land, left foot steps back, right leg pulls up to the sky. Pull yourself close to the ground and up, but in slow motion. Take your time. Roll back downward facing dog. Forearms to the ground, dolphin pose 1 more time, just holding this time. Long back, walk your feet in closer if you want to. Chest pushes through. Push the ground away. And breathe. Always remember to come back to your breath. Slowly bring the knees down to the ground. Cross your chins, roll over the chins. Bring the legs through. Find a laying position. Feet push into the ground. Close to your bum. Knees point up and our hips width apart. Then just push your hips up. Active glutes. Find the activation in your legs. Find a slight back bend here. We will shift more to the left foot. You try to straighten out the right leg to the front of the mat. Foot is flexed. Push the right foot forward. Left leg works way more now. And then switch. Right foot lands softly. You switch your weight to the right foot and then straighten out the left leg. Flex the foot. Hold it. Left foot pulls in. Now both feet at the same time. That was a joke. Just straighten out the right leg again. Left foot pushes more into the ground. Hold it. Right foot pulls in. Left leg straightens out. Pull it in, let it land, push the hips up higher again. And then slowly let it land. Straighten out the legs now. Push your lower back into the ground. Let your upper body roll up. Hands pull forward. Push the heels together and then lift the legs off the ground. Push the lower back more into the ground. Belly button pulls down to the ground. Low boat pose. Very static. Very stable and very calm. Try to hold. Try to breathe. And let it go. Rest for 2 breaths before we go into the last one. Really try to keep the focus on the core. I know it's hard when we lift the legs, but you really want to pull the belly button in and push the lower back into the ground as much as you can. In the best case, you can't even bring your head between the space between your back and the mat. Roll your spine up, lower back pushes into the ground, feet push to one another, and they lift, push, and breathe. Just for another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull the knees in. Open the arms up to both sides. Then let the knees drop over to the right side. Stack the knees. Bring the gaze to the left hand. Bring the knees back to the middle. Drop them over to the left side. Gaze to the right hand. Come back to center. Bring the soles of the feet together outside of the feet. Are landing on the ground. Knees just drop open. Place one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. Close your eyes. Take a deep inhale into the belly, into the chest. And exhale through the mouth. Let it go. One more time. Inhale into the belly, into the chest. Exhale through the mouth. Let it go. And then allow yourself to find your normal breath again. Allow yourself to find a moment of pause, a moment of rest for you physically and mentally. Stay in your final resting pose as long as it feels right for you. Take a moment to pause in your day. Thank you so much for your time, for the effort you put in today, and for showing up for your own practice. Thank you so much. Really grateful for your presence here. And I hope to see you on the mat very soon again. If you have any recommendations, wishes, or feedback for me, drop a comment down below this video. Thank you so much and have a wonderful rest of the day. Peace out.